Nevada that he's proudly served for over 30 years. And for retirees now on Medicare, are you aware of what's going on? Glad everybody's hanging out with me for a bit. Live in the undisclosed bunker studios. We're going to give you a little snapshot of what we do here every single day right here in our radio show studios. Show's about to launch in about 30 seconds. Keep it here. You'll be able to hear the show, hear the callers, and you, our streaming audience, can actually weigh in and call us live. We hope you do that. Make sure you tell us where you're watching this. Is it on the socials? Are you checking it out on iHeartMedia app, the Odyssey app, etc.? And at commercial break, I'll speak directly with you. Let's go.
Audio Toolbox.
I love it because it's so portable.
Gotta download the Odyssey app for sure.
From KDON.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
It's time to dive deeper.
It's happening again.
They want to keep us divided so we don't realize they're chipping away at our freedoms.
Have we really thought through the cause and effect of our choices?
Tonight, one man will hold back the tide of sinister forces that threaten this great nation.
This isn't about politics. It's about truth in a culture built on noise. Can I get an amen?
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yes, we can. Broadcasting live from Las Vegas. Independent, unapologetic, and unfiltered. Steve Sanchez.
Thank you, Greg Ehringer. Steve Sanchez hanging out with you. Glad to be here. Lots to get to in this evening's show. We're going to keep it right here in our backyard of Las Vegas. We're going to discuss exactly how the courts here in Southern Nevada and Las Vegas specifically are so damn ridiculous. Ridiculous. I think they like criminals. Now, I'm not saying every judge on the bench likes criminals. I know Noreen DeMonte doesn't like criminals. She's running for district court judge. We need judges like Noreen DeMonte, don't we? I wish we had more. We don't, sadly. Can you believe that this judge right here in Las Vegas, Judge Eric Goodman, okay, Justice Court, is threatening our very own sheriff, Kevin McMahill, with jail, holding him in contempt because McMahill and the police, Metro, Las Vegas Metro, refused to release this violent criminal. You want me to tell you why? Because he's had 35 prior arrests. This is why. But this judge, Eric Goodman, said that 36-year-old Joshua Sanchez Lopez, stop the presses. Let me make it clear. This SOB is not related to me. No relation whatsoever. He gives Sanchez a bad name. He makes it dirty. Well, we'll just leave that one right there. 35 arrests. Okay, so look, here's the deal. Metro said no. We don't want this guy out. I mean, let me ask you this question. Should we be leaving or letting out criminals that have been arrested 35 times prior? Should we be letting them out and putting them on a freaking ankle monitor? No, I don't think so. No, not at all. But guess what? The judge said that he could be released from jail and monitored if he posted bail. Now, Las Vegas Metro told the judge on January 29th they would not release Sanchez Lopez in defiance of his order. Producer Nate, do I have to keep saying Sanchez Lopez? It's really freaking me out because, of course, I'm a Sanchez, and this guy's a freaking criminal, and a criminal I am not.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Lopez. We'll leave Lopez to the criminality, not Sanchez Lopez.
That works.
Yeah, okay. Well, Lopez failed to appear in court. Surprise, surprise, right? Violated the department's program, mocked the police after posting a photo of his ankle monitor on Snapchat, or Snapchat, I should say. On February 5th, he responded and threatened to hold the cops in contempt of court. I don't get it. Do you? I don't get it. How do we get these judges on the bench? I'm confused. How is anybody in Las Vegas going to get a fair trial in criminal court? How do we go down this road? And when Sheriff McMahill is saying, hey, wait a minute here, we have to look at preserving public safety, and we do not feel comfortable, and we will not release him. I'm going to tell you something. In the beginning, I wasn't a huge Kevin McMahill fan. You remember me saying that. Wasn't a huge Kevin McMahill fan. But I'm going to tell you something. Sheriff McMahill, the men and women of Metro are doing exactly what they were sworn to do. Protect the public. I mean, friends, when repeat offenders, violent offenders, are ordered back onto our streets, law enforcement, in my opinion, absolutely has a duty to speak up. Wouldn't you agree? And push back. Sheriff McMahill, Steve Sanchez, fully supports your decision and Metro's decision to take this issue to the Nevada Supreme Court. I stand with law enforcement. That's my question for you. Do you stand with law enforcement in this regard right here in Las Vegas? Do you stand with Sheriff McMahill? I'm opening phone lines early. 702-257-5396 is how you join us. Our streaming audience, you can join us as well. 702-257-5396. Phone lines are open. Do you stand with law enforcement? Is Sheriff McMahill making the right decision? Saying, hell no, we are not going to release this violent criminal. I mean, friends, he's been arrested 35 times prior. What the hell is this judge thinking? What the hell is this judge thinking? Scary that the people you think that are put in place to be trusted, you can't trust. Incredible to me. Absolutely incredible to me. I stand behind McMahill. He's a better sheriff than Joe Lombardo. Well, he just is. What do you want me to say, Producer Nate? He's a better sheriff than Joe Lombardo. Okay? I mean, what the hell? I think everybody knows that. At least I say it. I mean, you know, what do you want me to say? Yes, okay, of course I want Joe Lombardo reelected as governor. We're not talking about governor right here. We're talking about sheriff. And I'll say it again on record publicly. Sheriff McMahill's a better sheriff than Governor Joe Lombardo ever was. Period. You either agree or you don't agree. And if you don't agree, I'm not going to cry, and you shouldn't cry either. Just means that we disagree on that issue. How many of you support law enforcement? I do. How many of you? How many of you? And in all fairness to Governor Joe, he did release a statement and said that he absolutely backs the police. Thank you, Governor Joe. Still doesn't change my mind. Sheriff McMahill's a better sheriff than you. But I do appreciate you literally, validating and vindicating and confirming what I've said. I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some real cuckoo birds in society running for office, in office, on the bench, in the DA's office, in the public defender's office. We got some real freaking critters, don't we? Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, give me a vodka martini with 3 olives, and I don't drink. It's insane is what it is. What I do is I take Neutronics. Yeah, let me talk to you. And my streaming audience, you can see this. Man's Edge. Why? It boosts my testosterone. What does that mean? Hubba hubba. That's what it means. No more flat tire in the bedroom. And I will tell you this, if you got a low testosterone, you're 50 years and older and your testosterone's low, look, you got to do something. Don't go out there and start getting injections. And look, I'm not against pharma. I'm not against medical, but try the natural way first. This has IGF-1 deer antler velvet from New Zealand. It's harvested. It's incredible. It has helped me. I am 45 pounds down and counting since early October of 2025. My A1C has fallen from 9.3 to 5.6. I've got another physical March 25th, and I'm sure it'll even be better than that. I feel better. I'm looking younger. That's what they say. But I will tell you this, I have more energy. And my libido's better, man. Come on, look, if you're 50 and older, you know what I'm talking about. You don't want a flat tire in the bedroom, neither does your spouse. So do yourself a favor. Go to neutronicslabs.com. Go order a bottle of Man's Edge. And when you do, you're going to get a free bottle of IGF-1, Deer Antler Velvet. You can take it. You can give it to your wife. And if this doesn't work for you, it's working for me. After 30 days, you keep the bottle, you get 100% of your money back. How can you lose? You cannot. Go to neutronicslabs.com right now. Visit them at neutronicslabs.com. And also do this. When you check out, use promo code Steve. You're going to get an additional 10% on the already great savings that we've set up for you. Again, neutronicslabs.com. The science is there. Dr. Bruce Fong is the medical director. These guys have been in business 25 plus years, 10 million bottles sold. Roy Jones Jr., the champ. Yes, he is an ambassador and he endorses this. I'm going to have him on my podcast tomorrow. Roy Jones Jr., the boxing champion legend, and many other celebrities like Sly Stallone, Frank Stallone, Mario Lopez, and me, Steve Sanchez. We take it. It works. You should try it. That's all I'm saying. All right, quick break in front of us. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and start taking some of your phone calls. Again, phone lines are open, 702-257-5396. I'm Steve Sanchez. Don't you dare go away. Man's Edge. I'm telling you. IGF-1. Go to neutronicslabs.com. I cannot stress enough. If you're over 50 like me, I'm 56. Guys, men, it works. Your ladies in your life are going to be stoked that you did it. All right, look, we got a break right now. Commercials are running. Here's the commercial. I'm talking to you. Glad you're with me. Let me know where you're watching this from. Drop your city and state. It would be great. You got questions? Drop them in the comments. I'll answer them in the next break. If you want more of yours truly, the SteveSanchezShow.com website's pretty easy. Go there. You can catch me on all the social media platforms. I was saying that tomorrow I will be doing a podcast. I do a standalone podcast once a week. Drop it on YouTube, Rumble, where all podcasts are watched, video podcast. We're going to have Roy Jones Jr., former boxing champ. I'm a huge boxing fan. I think many of you are as well. He's going to be on. We're going to have a great conversation. A lot more celebrity guests will be coming on with me in these next weeks, and we'll look forward for you to check out the content. So let me ask you this. Now that we're at break, I was talking to the radio audience. I'm now talking to you. Can you believe this judge? I mean, seriously, can you believe this judge wanting to put this criminal who's been arrested 35 times prior back on the streets? I'm with the police. I'm with law enforcement. I believe that if you are in Las Vegas, and if you are, drop that in the comments, or if you're in North Las Vegas, Henderson, Boulder, anywhere in Nevada, I don't care where you're at, just drop it. But specifically, if you're in the Las Vegas area, drop your comments so I can forward those over so we can show our support for Sheriff McMahill, because this is crap. I'm glad he's going to the Nevada Supreme Court. We have to push back from these radical, liberal judges that don't care about your safety, don't care about your neighborhoods. They put these freaking violent criminals back on the street. It makes no sense to me. Does it to you? It makes no sense to me at all. We are so out of control. We got anarchy in the streets of America, don't we? It's incredible is what it is. So, all right, let me do a few notes. Good chatting with you. Drop your comments. I'll answer you on the next break. Stick around. We're going to go to some calls when we come back to the radio show in producer Nate, just a couple minutes. We're going to go right to some of our live calls. And you can call as well. Again, 702-257-5396. Shoot us a phone call. We'd love to hear from our streaming audience. We'll be back in just a moment.
For future generations of Nevadans. Here's some waterway wisdom so you can help do your part this spring. Clean up vehicle leaks and spills. Scoop your dog's poop, bag it, and discard it. Apply fertilizers and pesticides sparingly. Avoid sprinkler runoff.
Hey, Jeffrey, I just saw your comment. We're still on KDON. We're live right now on KDON. It's just our time has shifted. We're now at 6 p.m. We're back in our evening slot where it all started. So you can download the free Odyssey app. You can listen live there. You can go to the SteveSanchezShow.com website. You can listen live there, or you can just listen on 101.5 FM KDON. Talk of Las Vegas right on radio. We're live right now on radio. I appreciate you bringing that to our attention. Do you have fatigue from seeing all the so-called social media experts have an answer to your questions? Well, my friend Guy Nora has answers. He's got a common sense first agenda that can help you if you're struggling in your finances, your personal relationships, or your health. Former 2022 gubernatorial candidate right here in the state of Nevada and a successful venture capitalist and philanthropist, not to mention radio and TV show contributor, he has answers. Visit him on his socials at The Real Guy Nora for new content dropped daily.
1015 FM KDON.
You're listening to Steve Sanchez. Phone lines are open. Call him now at 702-257-5396.
All right, welcome back. Steve Sanchez hanging out with you. Glad to be here. Phone lines are open. 702-257-5396 is how you join the program. We're talking about Sheriff McMahill and law enforcement right here in Las Vegas, and this can apply to any city in America because we've got to support police, especially when Sheriff McMahill and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department are saying to this judge, this radical lunatic Judge Goodman, basically saying, hey, what the hell's the matter with you? Don't release this guy on bail with an ankle monitor. He was arrested 35 times prior. 35 times. I could understand about a second chance. 35 times. And he's a violent criminal. So Metro said, look, we're not releasing him. Well, the judge is threatening to throw Sheriff McMahill in jail. Good luck. I triple dog dare the judge to throw Sheriff McMahill in jail. You will have thousands of people in front of the courthouse protesting peacefully that this is not going to happen, not in Las Vegas, not in any city in the United States of America. All right, let's go ahead and get down to business. First up this evening is L. L, welcome to the show.
Hey, Steve, how are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Sure thing.
Listen, Steve, this thing, I mean, I could go on for hours on this. First of all, the best communities have good education and are safe. Education and safety are the foundation of prosperity. You can't prosper in a community that's not safe and has good schools. Sheriff McMahill is not only protecting the community, he's protecting his officers.
Yeah.
Why do you want to put a guy out on the street that it's going to take, a gun and put all these officers' life at risk? You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this judge is a lunatic. That's what it is. This
guy's the son of the Goodmans?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
Well, I can get into a bunch of stuff there, but I won't do that tonight.
Okay, well maybe you will, or maybe you won't. But that's what I don't understand. Now the other thing, somebody posted, and I got to go through it, but they posted the NRS code where the sheriff is the custodian of the jail.
Yeah.
So legally, I think he's within his rights, but I got to go read it, because I got to know.
You would think, Al, you would think that's the case, and that is where Sheriff McMahill is going to stand. This is why this thing's going to go to the Nevada Supreme Court. But I stand behind the sheriff and law enforcement with 1,000%, and because this is ridiculous on its face. Period.
Totally ridiculous. And let me tell you this, Steve. If the sheriff is concerned about his officers being safe, what does that say about his concern for the community?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're even worse.
Exactly.
I mean, this guy could be, end up in your house or something.
Yeah. Right.
So anyways, I mean, if the officers are at risk, the community is even at a much higher risk is what I'm trying to say.
Agreed.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Al, I appreciate the call. Thank you. I agree completely. Absolutely. All right, let's take another call before we jump to break. We go to Yvonne. Yvonne, welcome to the program.
Hi, Steve. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I 100%, 110% back McMahill. I, too, was a little on the fence with him.
Yeah.
Think he's doing a great job. But I want to add something to this. Steve Wolfson is about as liberal as you can get.
Oh,
I
of course.
see all these things on the news where
Sure.
he is just like letting these. One guy broke this little boy's legs and beat him to death. They let him out on an ankle monitor
Yeah, it's
and
nuts.
parenting classes. Are you
Nuts.
kidding me?
I know, it's nuts.
Steve's got to go.
I know. Oh, he's got to go.
So,
but you got these
getting rid of-
you got these large personal injury, law firms supporting many of these leftists like this. But I agree with you completely.
So can we get him the hell out? When is he up for re-election? And is somebody else even worse going to take his place?
I would love to have him out, but you hit it on the head. If Alan, I got to bounce him up on break, but you hit it on the head. Is someone going to be worse? It's something. I talked to a very good friend of mine earlier today, and we were talking about not only the local races in Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and some other places that we call home. We were also talking about the federal races and how the conservative mantra, and I talked about this with Pat Cassell on my show last week, how the term conservative seems to be a dirty term now, right? I mean, nobody wants to say conservative. Everybody's either MAGA or America First. I'm a conservative. You can call me MAGA. You can call me America First because I embody all those philosophies, but I'm a conservative. I'm a registered independent, but I'm a conservative. And I believe in conservative values. What you need to remember is listening to political consultants out there try to tell you, and I'm talking to the politicians listening right now, not to use the word conservative because it scares people. No. It doesn't scare people. That is a true representation of what the Republican Party should be. And again, I'm a registered independent. It should be a conservative platform, just like the Democrats should have a liberal platform. But the Democrats today don't have a liberal platform. They have a far left, progressive, lefty, socialist, communist, Marxist platform. So who keeps coming up with all these terms? You're MAGA. You're not MAGA. You're MAGA. I'm America First. No, I'm America First. No, you're MAGA. Shut the hell up. How about that? How about just shut up? Okay? And you're either a conservative or you're a libtard. Real simple. That's it. Simple. And embrace who you are. If you're a liberal, embrace it. God bless you. You're just wrong on 99.9% of everything. But this is America last time I checked. And if you're a conservative, embrace it. If you're just a Republican and you're more moderate, embrace it. Just know that you're not going to really get that much support aside from the liberal base of the Democratic Party or the moderate. Is there such thing as even a moderate base of the Democratic Party? I don't think so. But the nonpartisans that were really liberal, but they just decided that they'll jump over here, you'll probably get supported there, especially up north in District 2. I'm already hearing about Settlemyre, and some of these other more moderate factions of the Republican Party that have horrible liberal voting records. No, you don't want that. You want someone up like, Colonel David Filippo, who's up in District 2. You want true conservatism. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Look, I'm just saying, just opinions from a very opinionated commentator on talk radio. You don't have to agree with me. Just saying that's my opinion. If you'd like to join me, you can do so by calling us at 702-257-5396, 702-257-5396. Phone lines are open. Once again, my question's quite simple. Are you going to stand with law enforcement on this very topic with Sheriff McMahill? Because here's the deal. This judge is a liberal loon to let a violent criminal back out on the streets after 35 prior arrests. How does that make sense? Make it make sense to me. I'm Steve Sanchez. We'll be right back. In today's volatile markets with inflation, geopolitical uncertainty. All right, always a pleasure to be hanging out with you every evening. Make sure you stick around. We're going to bounce out of the studio just a snippet, and you can still listen to the show, though. There's a lot of ways to listen to the show right now live on radio. You can go to the SteveSanchezShow.com. There's a listen live player. Boom, you're on. You can download the free Odyssey app. A lot of people do that, and you can listen live there. You can download the free iHeartMedia app. You can listen live there. Hell, you can download the TuneIn app. and you can listen live there. Or if you're in Vegas, you can listen on 101.5 FM, KDON, the Talk of Las Vegas. We're going to be back on radio shortly. We're always grateful to hang out with you every single evening. Come back tomorrow. Until then, peace.